Have you ever felt like God was silent until He spoke through someone you love? Sometimes the voice we're waiting to hear from heaven comes not from the clouds, but from across the dinner table. This is the story of how my family became God's voice when I was lost, and how faith turned an ordinary moment into a divine message. It was a season of confusion and distance, not just from my family, but from God Himself. Work had drained me. I was chasing success, ignoring church, and convincing myself I was too busy for prayer. My family noticed, but they didn't judge. They just watched me drift further away, hoping I'd find my way back. One evening, I came home late. My father was still awake, reading his Bible in the living room. I tried to slip by quietly, but he looked up and said gently, "Son, when's the last time you talked to him?" I froze. That one question pierced me deeper than any sermon. I laughed it off, said, "I'm fine, Dad," and went to my room. But I couldn't sleep. His words echoed like thunder in my heart. The next week, everything seemed to fall apart. A failed deal, a friendship broken, and an emptiness I couldn't explain. That Sunday, my mother asked if I'd come to church. I almost said no, but something inside whispered, "Go." The sermon that day was about how God sometimes speaks through those who love us most. The pastor said, "If you stop listening to God, He'll send a voice through your family to call you home." I looked over at my mom and dad. They weren't saying a word, but I felt like God Himself was speaking through their silence, through their steady faith, through every prayer they'd whispered for me. After the service, my younger sister gave me a letter. She'd written it weeks earlier, but said she felt now was the time to give it to me. Her words shattered me in the best way. "You taught me what hard work looks like, but I missed the brother who used to pray with us. I think God misses you too." That night, I sat alone in the backyard. No music, no noise, just the sound of the wind and my own breaking heart. I finally prayed, not because I needed something, but because I missed someone. I said, "Lord, I'm sorry for running. If you still want to speak to me, I'm listening." And in that quiet, I heard it. Not a voice in the clouds, but in my heart. I felt peace again. I felt home again. And I realized something powerful. When I stopped listening to God, He spoke through my family. Looking back, I see it clearly now. God didn't shout to get my attention. He whispered through love, through my father's question, my mother's patience, and my sister's letter. Sometimes, His voice isn't loud. It's tender. It's hidden in the way your family never gives up on you, even when you've given up on yourself. I thank God every day for speaking through the people closest to me. For the father who prayed when I wouldn't. For the mother who believed when I doubted. For the sister who reminded me of who I was. Family isn't just a blessing. It's often God's language of love. If you ever wonder whether God still speaks, listen closely to the ones who love you the most. If this story touched your heart, share it with someone who may be feeling lost. Maybe God wants to speak through you today. And if your family has ever helped you hear God's voice again, tell your story in the comments. Your words might be the sign someone's been praying for. Subscribe to A Gift Called Family, where faith, love, and family come together to heal hearts.